Hey good people, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. This is Mixtape Volume 4, songs submitted by you. Sit. Tap on the back. So listen, this first submission comes in from JustJordanB. It is Letters by Chance the Rapper. So we're going to get in, give each song a listen. I'll make a few comments along the way, but I'll be keeping some notes here in my handy dandy notebook. That way after each song, we can talk about things that stand out and see what other information we can find out. But we're going to go ahead and get started. If you want to look at the specific songs that are in this, the timestamps and everything are in the description. And before we get started, let me let you know how you could be in our next mixtape. Do you want to be featured on our next mixtape video? Well, I have an opportunity for you. If you visit musicallymalnourished.com and either click the button that says request a reaction or scroll down to the mixtape section, you can submit a song for our next mixtape video. Once we reach 10 songs, I'll film the next mixtape video just like the one you're watching here and give you the credit for those songs. So I can't wait to see what you guys submit. Thanks for your help supporting the channel. Chance the Rapper.
Dear Emerald Avenue, Church of God, I hope this message reached you well. I wrote this with a broken heart. See, recently my auntie Carolyn passed away, and half the way to the funeral I realized that it's some shit that niggas just gonna have to say. You think you outlasted? That wasn't just my auntie in that casket. You just buried KOK in Sunday school and classes. The only saint you see on every Sunday season passes. Somebody need they ass kicked. Who told you your gossip could be louder than your shout? Who told you to walk inside this house like it's your house? Who lied to you, told you I wouldn't have nothing to say? You think I want, man, on the trip, I'm on the way. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Get that soon. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. Dear Mega Church, I hope this letter finds you, for I do. Fund a new building to hide you, I'll still be behind you. Elaborate theatrics to blind you, nickel and dime you. But I knew, I've watched you worship idols, brand a Bible, sell it for double, brandish rifles, curse and libel, withhold shelter from niggas' first survival. First ladies walking around with furs and titles, watch you spit in a man's face and call it God. But when it's really on, your dogma is Silent Bob. You just take
Jay and Silent Bob
and smile and nod. I rebuke you in the name of the child of God. I boil a pot of living water till it's scalding hot and pour it on the altar of the false fallen gods. That means the church and the state. I'm here to separate. Y'all think I'm finna play with any? Matter of fact, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
I love this section, man. It's so unique.
Dear Black Church, this is the real world. Don't you forget about them 4 little girls killed in the church while they played in the nursery. 4 Sundays ago was their anniversary. Jesus was a teacher, King was a preacher, Malcolm was a PK, and so was Aretha. I say a little prayer with my hand on my heater. You reaching and I'm slaying off your ear like I'm Peter. Don't lay down now. When you know that we at war, don't lay down now. When there's fire at your door, don't lay down now. When you know that they should feel a noose, knowing it ain't shit to lynch a Dylan Roof. Instead you let the killer loose and kick out folks that you can't handle. Find more money, try to hide more scandals. That light glow from the mob is not more candles. These is torches to burn it. Matter of fact, you gon' see we on our way. We on our way.
Let these words be said in love.
We on our way.
Let the truth will set you free. Let the log from out my eye set fire to the tree. When the empire falls and the kingdom stands tall, let them bow and bend their knee. Send word to them
all. Dear body, bruised and broke body, abused, confused, and soaked body. The light of his eye, the love in his hands, the one that got his love in advance, the love of his life, the covenant stands, the body. The nobodies, the ones that went back in search of more bodies, the ones that placed coins and mourned and washed feet, ones that watched the little bodies that lost all heat, the body. his child, his pride, his joy. If I have no words, my sword, my voice, I write to you with tattooed tears and heavy shoulders. An angel with a hand on his hip, the gun holster. What is violence if not silence? So sling that rock and slay that giant slow. Load that Glock, nigga, kill that tyrant. So sing that song, we sing that harmony. A hum of a hymn, touch the hem of his garment. A young drummer boy did a stint in the army. A rum, pa, pa, pum, till the walls come crawling.
Oh, this is excellent.
Up on wood, but the sun comes in morning. Dear body, protect the body. Who's all coming? Just everybody. Line those dots, connect everybody. Love, chance, P.S. Bless everybody.
Wow, dude. I am not familiar with Chance the Rapper. Obviously, I've heard the name Chance the Rapper, and this specifically comes from his 2025 album, Starline. I don't know why I thought Chance was older and has been around a really long time. I mean, 2012, that's a great career, but I feel like I've heard the name Chance the Rapper much longer than that. What a unique song. So we'll look in the Genius entry here in just a minute, but obviously when he's referencing the body, he's talking to the church, because in the Bible, the church is the body of Christ. And so when he's talking here, and even the song title Letters, and I'm sure the Genius entry will say this, it seems like he's trying to kind of emulate what you see in the book of Revelation. The first few chapters of the book of Revelation, John is on the island of Patmos, which is a penal colony. He's been sentenced there because of his witness of the gospel. And there he encounters Jesus, who then gives him letters to write. And so he writes letters to several churches. Now, these go to like bigger kind of communities, because obviously it's a very different landscape for churches than it is today. And so it'd be like to the church in Smyrna, Smyrna being a city, to the church in Corinth, which is the same as the book of 1st and 2nd Corinthians. Those are letters from Paul writing to the church in Corinth. And so these letters commend certain actions, but they also rebuke others. So in some of them, it will say, essentially, like, you call yourselves rich, you call yourselves all these things. Like, they boast about all these things, but the reality is, he says, you're naked, you're poor, you're blind, you don't see. Like, you've manipulated this whole thing. To another church, he writes, I see all of the great things that you do, but you've forsaken your first love. Like, you've got so busy about my work, which is a good thing, but you've lost this central thing. It almost be like in a marriage, how people get so busy raising kids and like building life, but then the husband and wife get so disconnected, so emotionally distant, right? And so the same idea is, it's kind of like their actions have just become works, these religious things that they do, and yet their heart, the root of it, the intimacy and knowing who Christ is and loving him for him, has been lost. And so anyways, I think the idea here is he's kind of emulating that same style of writing a letter. And I know he mentions a church in the beginning, so it'll be interesting to see if it's meant to be like to one church, or if he's maybe talking about a few different ones. It almost has this feel of like Jesus overturning the tables, because the religious leaders had basically turned the temple, this place that was meant for worship, into a marketplace. It's supposed to be a place for prayer, for meditation, for people to bring offerings and sacrifices, kind of this holy place. And yet it was filled with animals and people taking advantage of other people and things. So Jesus comes in and flips all the tables and drives everybody out. So let's go take a look here. Not much going on here. It says the verses of the song comprise of letters about critiques of fake churches, and in the final verse he talks about the global church and protecting it. The one thing, and we'll go back and look at some of the lyrics, that I do love here is you can still feel a lot of love, and that's important, right? Because even when Jesus is rebuking the churches, he is talking about, like, he is saying things very plain, because to say to have a hard conversation is not love, that's not true. I would say in my own life, one of the most loving things anyone ever did for me when I was a teenager, I was all involved in drugs. I was just in a bad place. I was so selfish. And the most loving thing that anyone ever did to me was to point at me and say, man, God's got something better for your life. And and they challenged me with so much love because they believed that there was something better for me and I was wasting my life. And so I love that he's very strong here, but he kind of closes the whole thing out with these verses and almost a spoken word, just so full of love and encouragement, saying, no, we got to unite together. We got to make the main thing the main thing. And this track was interesting too, because it didn't have any like booming 808s or bass lines. So it almost has this kind of a cappella feel all throughout it, even though it obviously has music within it. And the chorus section was just so cool. I don't know, man. It's just a very interesting style. So let's go up and look at a few of these specifics. Yeah, so Dear Emerald Avenue Church of God. Throughout this song, Chance takes the role of an apostle in addressing the church its problems. The manner in which he speaks is reminiscent of the epistles written by Paul, Peter, John, and the other apostles of Christ. And I wonder if he's just saying Emerald Avenue because it's like a fancy name, or is this a real place? Which this could show up as a real place and still not be what the same place he's speaking about. Because obviously there are probably several Emerald Avenue churches of God. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff showing up, but I don't necessarily want to put anybody on blast because I don't know 100% if that's who he's speaking about. And the church that's showing up doesn't seem to be a big church. So we'll just take it for what it is. He wrote it with a broken heart. My auntie Carolyn passed away halfway to the funeral. I realized this is some stuff that I'm going to have to say. You think you outlasted. That wasn't just my auntie in that casket. You just buried KOK in Sunday schooling classes. Okay, KOK refers to Kids of the Kingdom. Chance refers to the program on many songs, including Nostalgia, on his mixtape 10 Day. I'm sure this is like a kids program within the church. And obviously, her teaching Sunday school classes. And that she's there every Sunday. I love that way he uses this, kind of like a football season pass. And then I don't know if maybe people were speaking poorly because he talks about the gossip that exists there, or maybe now that she's gone and she was the only connection he had left to that church, he just felt like he needed to finally get some things off his chest that was bothering him. So then he speaks to the mega church and basically about all their wealth, but overlooking people and not doing the work that matters most. And then he speaks to the black church and ultimately just calls everybody to action. Yeah, and this whole section was really beautiful. Because every time the H is capitalized, and I do the same thing when I write, if I'm speaking about God or Jesus, and I say his, I capitalize the H. So that makes it easy as well as you're going through this to delineate like the body being the church, his child, his pride, his joy. This an angel in a hand with a hand on his hip, the gun holstered. Yeah, really cool, man. Very unique. Obviously, I'd love to get into Chance the Rapper eventually. Okay, appreciate that, JustJordanB. And his note here actually says, this song has to deal with Chance not being afraid to criticize his faith or the church, despite being a man of God. Very introspective song with so much depth. All right, next up from Military Chicken 92, we have Suicide Boys Napoleon. And he writes, Suicide Boys are an independent rap duo from New Orleans. They're known for their unique sound, dark atmosphere, and one of the most loyal fan bases in hip-hop. This comes from their 2025 album, Thy Kingdom Come. Let's get into it.
that hit in my system. Somebody about to be my victim.
Bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, back, baby, act bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Where they at? Yeah.
You can find me on either side of the river, either side of the lake. 7 boys swerving, dodging potholes, curves stopping in boxes, them rocks. Lord, it's been a while since I've been jaw dropped out. 5 sheet ashtray living and I'm spinning no books. I don't wanna hear it, I don't fear it, I shrug. Goody blunt pup, I'ma slide back up, Bucktown bound, and I'm all down for the cup. Louisiana born, ribbon and I sworn in. Bring the fucking storm, splatter with no warning. Sipping cherry fender, AK spitting up bananas. Rat-a-tat-a with a hammer, y'all crack on 504 and 7 ward in the 9th inning. Bitch, you about to die if I see you shit grinning. Rough fucking rugged, I was raised up in the slime. Suicide mindset, but I'm alive and racing. Bitch, I'm about to slide so hard, I'm slipping. Dodging all my demons, but I keep on tripping. Wallet full of cream, like a sleep while spinning. I'm a big shot, keep on sipping. Big hootie that living off. Sipping on no corny ass bitch. Pop a pill like Kodak, I glitch for the twitch. Cup stay dirty like I'm pouring up in Flint. I might need some roids just to hold up my wrist. Might catch a STD, but where they all on my dick. For once I leave the crib and see they still ain't no shit. This super sick shit is hot, still in my piss. Mask in the stand, feel like Dillip in the pier. I don't fuck with nobody like I went celibate. Boy, breathing for his life, they think he meditating. I'm at the corner store yelling, Assalamu alaikum. Bunch of boys ready to kill, cause that's how mama raised them. The way I'm laughing, all these rappers in my drug test me. So, high clean, but my whole messy. Ass Ruby, I got no memory. What type of drug dog I need every? No king of the North, motherfucker Jeffrey. Ride from the great to fuck up the algorithm. I don't beef for boys that ain't got no alpha in them. Just for fun, I'm that motherfucker that'll crash. They want the smoke, and I'm outside like where they at. Step, right foot slide, 3s in the air, reppin' grade 5-9. Left foot step, right foot side, 3s in the air, reppin' grade 5-9.
Yo, that was awesome. So much fun, man. And I love kind of rap duos because you had the areas where it wasn't necessarily like they were trading back and forth, but they were kind of just sharing the verses, a line each, and their voices are so different that it just sounds super cool. Oh man, that was fun. I did miss the beat drop on one of them. I will own that. I do apologize. All right, Napoleon has the touch of poverty within itself and its lyrics, but it's more so over the alter ego and where the origin in one's alter ego may form. Power forms with the notion of knowledge, its ability to be in motion and stable. The person like that, no one wants to mess with someone being possessed by the motive to kill or be killed. What? I mean, it sounds like you're saying a lot of good stuff here, but okay. Produced by Bud Dwyer, KXVI, K16. Help me out there. Cutthroat, Sambo Bachrock. Okay. Probably one of my favorites on the album. Just wanted to add that this song samples part of From What I Was Told by Soulja Slim to the Metadata. Having already been a massive Soulja Slim fan, before the boys sampled them, I immediately knew what track they sampled. Not sure how people didn't find it a month sooner though. The beat. Heat. All right, let's get up and take a look at a few things, man. Okay, yeah, this was fun, man. Just dropping in the way that they did. There were a few lines in here. I mean, there are a lot of great lines in here, but there were a few. What did he say? Mask and a stick. I feel like Dill up in the pit. Dill is the group's photographer and videographer. In this analogy, a mask is an editing term and a camera stabilizer looks like a little stick compared to an actual wearable mask and a gun. Okay. I love that. I don't mess with nobody like I went celibate. This one might need some roids to hold up my wrist, I'm assuming, from the watch that he's wearing. Pop a pill like Kodak, which Kodak Black? Oh, something on Kai Cenat's stream. We're not going to pull that up on here. But that makes sense because of Twitch. It's a streaming service. Cup stay dirty like I'm pouring up in Flint. A double entendre referring to the Flint, Michigan water crisis. Oh, okay. It's been ongoing since 2014. The city of Flint switched its water supply from the city of Detroit system to the Flint River, which caused water pipes to leak lead into the water supply. When someone says their cup is dirty, it means they're drinking lean. King of the North, Joffrey, like the coffee? Oh, okay, no. I haven't watched Game of Thrones. There's a coffee place called Joffrey's. Scrim very proudly reps his North Side status, even has a whole series of songs devoted to it in the Nightmare on the North Side sequence. Joffrey refers to the hit drama series Games of Thrones, in which Joffrey is king of Westeros, an enemy to King of the North, notoriously despised character for his cruelty and psychopathy. He's a psycho. Live from the gray to mess up the algorithm. On YouTube, when you get demonetized, a little dollar sign turns gray instead of green. Yes, I'm very aware of that because none of my videos are monetizable. Okay, really cool, man. Love these mixtapes and just getting to hear different people that one day we'll be able to get into. Listen, I plan to be around this thing for a long time, Lord willing, so we'll get to everyone. All right, I'm excited for this one. A little Lupe Fiasco. What's funny is this song specifically, Mural, was submitted by 3 different people. And so I had to reach out and ask if they wanted a different submission. This one specifically comes from INVOE, who also brought us the full album reaction for Dr. Dre 2001. And they said just a pure amazing rap performance, one of, if not, Fiasco's best tracks. So let's get in, check it out. Might have to pop back and no, come on, work for me. Hey, chill. Don't make me. Gonna have to hit the refresh. Okay, hold on. Here we go. A 9-minute track.
Raw chemicals, vitamins and minerals, and Vicodin within the tubes wrapped around the arm. The seeded vein like a chicken on the bond. Top cat chat, let's begin another yawn. Let's fly in sausage cheese, or is it chicken palm? But roosters don't fly like boosters don't buy. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep, listen in the Bach. The ribbon in the sky is the ribbon that I drop. Dribbling the eye across the prism of a clock. that lacks meaning, but racks up stacks of fat reading to catch chief and wrapped up plants from trap dealings. Now what's a coffin with a scratch ceiling? And what's the talking without the match feeling? That's berry living and cherry picking every lemon from your berry system, then proceed with the pack feeding. When I was young, I had visions of another world, sneaking looks at the porn stash of my brother Hurl. Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls for porn films and ad space for rubber girls. I like my pancakes cut in swirls, Moroccan moles and...
Hey, don't do that. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. I don't.
Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting
We're vibing here.
and add space for rubber girls. I like my pancakes cut in swirls, Moroccan moles and undercover squirrels. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers and art booms. Apologize for my weird mix. What tastes like hot dogs and tear drips, and looks like pantomime and clear bricks, and smells like shotguns and deer piss. They on they hunt, kinda salty that I'm going hard. First part of a party that I throw in pods. 1 minute you playing pool, next minute you throwing darts. But that's how you do with a party that you throwing bars. I run the gambit like I'm throwing cards.
X-Men.
Overdosing hard, paint cold pictures like Nova Scotia landscapes. Nerd gang, McMandelbrot sets when we handshake. A word game back up, plan that can damn lakes back up. The word plain plan that the man states means I can still be the man if the dam breaks. And when demand breaks, some reflections what they can't face. But pyrrhus still treat the mirror like it's a fan base. The unfettered veteran, the eagle feathered man of medicine that hovers above cities like weathermen or maybe weather woman. Whatever better to tell you weather coming. I prefer girls to rain all over the world, and not rain like Rain Man, or rain like rain dance, or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's rain, and a rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus, slave man, but rain like
Okay, he's going off on the wordplay.
Queen like queen killer, Rhapsody Bohemian queen, but queen like white glove, wave hand. And not wave hand like it's a heat wave, so you make a fan by waving your hand. I'm talking wave like you saying hey, man. And not hate for horses and horses.
Oh,
like
this is ridiculous.
you gotta treat your vocal cords like it's a fortress, and treat every single one of your words like reinforcements. And especially when you're recording, cause that's the portion that's important. When I was reporting that I was poor, but now I'm more than. It's still hooker hills on my sugar hills and sweet spots. Crying shames make margarita rims from cheek tops. Deep plots and floor to ceiling windows for my pea pots. A little scene, swift as sickle swings to make the wheat drop. In 100 words for them hummingbirds that like to eavesdrop and fan out like peacocks with a parakeet that beatbox. So the sun rise when the beat drop and the sun dies when the beat stops. Then it unties, then it relocks, then it relapse, then it detox, then he back like a heat pack on his kneecaps at the weak spot, cause he want what we got, like yeah. Then forge poetry like a young honorary Morrissey, then spit it to the golden locked thoughts who like they porridge all watery, not scorching nor sorbity from the still orbiting sorcerer sorcery, coming down gorgeously, just like a Stacey Dash waterfall. A more torturing, a waterboarding Barbie doll. A river of women like Brazilian carnival, swimming in feminine bikinis made out of barbasol. Somebody give them the volleyballs. If you love her, don't ever send her to Molly Malls. Homie, if she lonely, she might end up in Macaulay's claws. Coming out the closet over goblets down at Mardi Gras. The fame, champagne, walk of shame, lobby call. My rap position was black condition and activism. Ammunition for abolition missions. Attacking systems, but they not after listen. Less is dropping, no Activision. Are we apps or are we bodies filled with apparitions? Operating applications stuck inside an Apple prison. Chicken hacking, download updates that lack religion. Or are we more than soil tainting, disloyal changelings, preoccupied with boy and goyle chasing and foiling others royal saintings? I sit back and watch the world through eye holes in my oil paintings. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Unless you Virgin Mary, nothing do it but to trust. Believe all that. Unless you judge, life is not a dictionary, it's a thesaurus. And I feel like a missionary to a clitoris, the water bearer air of traditions that I swear to never change my chair position or conditions of my porridge. Submission for sedition against the religion of a chorus. Keep them golden weed thieves out the motherfucking forest. As I perform a nerd storm, I prefer my pictures in word form. Bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having conversations with flavorful combinations, slave to my concentration. So that's OJ the Juice Man meets OJ with 2 hands and 2 gloves. That's too snug to judge who was who drew blood. And Lupe, look at all these toucans in a cemetery full of tomahawks, giving middle fingers to the pigeons doing somersaults. Road runners don't fall off cliffs, they run across anomalies by the colony, flukes by the reservoir. While in pursuers end up as poofs on the desert floor. Levitating youths who know the truth of where the fountain hides. Buckaroo roofs painting tunnels onto the mountainsides. 1,000 parts a pound, a heart, an ounce of eyes, announcing out a doubt, and mouth pronounces out accounts of lies. Chocolate counts by the counts of 5. Refrigerator roof full of animals and monsters. Incinerator shoots in the manual for Contra. Assorted memories from my childhood. Absorbing energy from the wild woods. Electronic combat, Konami signed contract. Chinese chalk killing cucarachas on contact. Chicago, spread gun aficionado. Efficient spitting, bridging divisions isn't Chicano. Who's the boss? If it isn't Lissa Milano. Do the call, ninja mission into the Congo. Polarized envy of the older guys. Black Obi Shinobi hitting Kino in the face with all my throwing knives. Sub-Zero guiding, hiding, riding in the pack as well. Sound Village, Leaf Village, Wolf Spirit, magic spells, yeah. Dodging rain and
Zelda references.
Face seers need samurais to catch the L. Special research vessels made for catching whales. Fillet of fish, ship, sea shepherd, peppered with extra cells. Rewrite history, liberty needs a better bell. Maybe harder ions and carbon fibers that never fail. Smarter science mixed with our art alliance, a fairy tale. Or maybe just a metal pail you hit with steel tools. To announce you've had enough and dropping out of SEAL school. Just like trout jumping out they house to let their gills cool. Cuba scuba couldn't take the temperature of my skill pool, yeah. Said it feels cool to kill fools. Slipping through the cracks like when you try to grill gruel. Techno Viking water bottle when not following pill rules. Or have you off the throttle when you should be modeling chill mood. Roller skate maker, or you just cobbling wheel shoes. Overweight taster, king's food that kills crews. Oblivious featherweight baker who autograph cakes whenever his quill moves over your milieu. Simple as a Buddhist monk in the temple standing in some hill grooves with the abbot practicing stillness. Real still till he realizes realness. Defeat Samsara, achieves nirvana and brilliance, yeah.
Jeez, dude. Okay. So that's crazy. Cause even it's a great showcase for a killer beat. It's a great beat, but it really only has like 2 or 3 variations in it. Obviously, you kind of get that's not necessarily a choir, but that forest spirit, oh, that like section that's in there that kind of drops in and out, and then you have a part that like the faster elements, that whole thing kind of drops out, and he switches up his flow in there. But if you listen to it, it's pretty much the same beat, but it doesn't really grow old. And his flow is kind of like its own music in a sense. And obviously you're just kind of infatuated by the flow, but also the lyrical content and the denseness of it, that it's 100% a song you can listen to a lot and just hear different things every single time you listen to it. So we will not be trying to 100% wrap our arms around everything that's going on in this track, because we would be here for the next hour. But we will take a look at a few different things. Absolute master. Though I know you guys have talked so much about Lupe, so that was wild. Okay, so a mural. Any piece of artwork painted or applied directly on a wall, ceiling, or other large permanent surface. A distinguishing characteristic of mural paintings is that the architectural elements of the given space are harmoniously incorporated into the picture. Lupe figuratively paints a picture in the song with all of the imagery presented within the lyrics. It's a fantasy much like an actual mural, but something he wishes he could see in real life, hence the name Mural. Therefore, the song Mural draws parallels to an actual mural given its size or length of 8 minutes and the permanent impact the song will leave. Some say a picture is worth 1,000 words. No coincidence, this song contains 1,377 words. Not the first time Lupe has crafted a long, all-lyric, no-hook track. Piece of Paper, Cup of Jesus came out back in 2013 and features 7 minutes of brilliant wordplay. Okay, produced by Quality Kid, Kyle Keys Davidson, and Wiz Buchanan. Yeah, I love this art too, and the kind of skull impression that's in there. Editors trying to take a Lupe song. 100%. Trying to... What the heck does Tate mean? We'll look in a second. Yeah, when you try to rap this entire song without one well, there I go, geez. Without one mispronunciation, screw up, short break, or slowdown. Yeah, I wonder if he's ever done this live. That would be crazy. Oh, Tate. Got it. By Annotate. I'd love to thank everyone who assisted in getting Lupe this angry. Sincerely, thanks. Oh, man. Okay. Dude, I don't even know where to freaking start. I'll just start with some of the words I wrote down. So obviously when he's talking about a vane here, to see the vane like a chicken on the barn, he's talking about a weather vane. Connecting it obviously to the Vicodin with inner tubes wrapped around the arm to see the vein like a chicken on the barn. Wrapping a tube around the arm is a practice experienced heroin users do to make their veins more visible. Just as the human vein can be seen above the arm, a weather vane can be found visible on the top of a barn. A top cat chat. Let's begin another yarn. Flying saucer cheese, or is it chicken parm? Lupe uses his nod to Top Cat Chat as a platform to launch into these bars. Fromage de chat is cat milk cheese, while chicken parmesan is a dish served with cheese atop of a chicken breast. Case in point, cheese is made from milk, and in this case, cat's milk. So if the cheese is on top of a saucer and the chicken breast, the cat's on top, aka Top Cat Chat. Okay. He also relates to flying saucer with yarn. Suspending models on a string of yarn was a rudimentary special effects that brought... I don't know about that. You may think the song is cheesy because of the basic language used, but just like the first cinematic UFOs, Lupe full of special effects. I mean, I like this, I just don't know. But who am I, okay? Often, though, with the annotations, everybody just puts anything that comes to mind. And I don't want to say that's not what he's meaning, but with annotations, it's just kind of like sometimes you can be drawing stuff that's not necessarily there. Okay, let's see. I wrote down this boosters, which I just saw a second ago. Where'd it go? But roosters don't fly like boosters don't buy. Oh, booster is somebody that steals. Okay. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep listening to Bach. Okay, I know the composer. Smooth, relaxing. Lupe's nod to Bach addresses artists' tendency to relax once they've achieved their goals. This is commonly known in hip-hop as falling off. Bach is also a homophone. Of balk, a common chicken ad lib. So what powers cowards to get them to the top just to fall? Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Let's look at this pancakes. I like my pancakes cut in swirls. Is that supposed to be like a cinnamon roll? Or do people cut their pancakes? Still channeling his inner child, Lupe expands on the more innocent aspects of youth. Mentions specific way he liked his pancakes cut. The cartoons he used to watch. In this case, it looks like Secret Squirrel and his sidekick Moroccan Mole were his favorites. That's crazy. I've never seen a pancake cut in swirls. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers, and art booms. Apologize for my weird mix, what tastes like hot dogs and teardrips. Becomes clear Lupe's Mural is a bizarre musical offering, a mashup of cartoon references, deep personal musings. Likens this to a ballpark hot dog on the Sunday and anything that makes you cry. Okay, let's see. What in the world? Mandel? Okay, yeah, I read that right. Paint cold pictures like Nova Scotia landscapes, obviously Nova Scotia being a cold place in the winter. Known for its icy terrain. Nerd Gang make Mandelbrot sets when we handshake. The Mandelbrot set is a set for which the sequence... Alright, this is making me sick down here. Okay, does not approach infinity, which results in beautiful imagery. Images plotted of the set reveal progressively finer detail at its increasing magnifications. The same can be said about Lupe's music as a whole. The deeper you dig, the more complex it becomes. From the moment Lupe shakes a person's hand, the complexity of his wit is apparent. Well, and it could even be the handshake as far as even in his music, like we're meeting through his music. You know what this reminded me of? That whole section where he started getting into this rain and then he went down into wave and he carried this on. I don't know if this is the right word for it, but it's like a game of association. We used to play this with, and I wasn't good at it because I didn't know a lot of songs, but it'd almost be like if somebody started singing a song, then the first song that comes to your mind, kind of based off of what they were singing, you start singing, and then you just kind of just keep going that way. Or you can do that with words or phrases or movie quotes, things like that. You just kind of in a group, one person says something, and then it triggers a thought of another person, and they say something, but there obviously has to be a logical connection. That's what this whole section reminded me of. Whatever better to tell you weather coming. I prefer girls to rain all over the world and not rain like Rain Man or rain like Rain Dance or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's raining or rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus slay man, but rain like queens that reign over maid man and not queen like Queen Killer Rhapsody Boheme Queen, but queen like White Glove Wave Hand and not wave hand like it's a heat. Like, that's so fun right here. Okay, the last thing I want to look at. Golden weave. Golden. He said golden weave. Yeah. Submission for sedition against the religion of a chorus. Keep them golden weave thieves out the forest. Lupe rebels against the idea of a chorus. He feels people have made it seem almost too necessary, like you can't create a song without a hook. Also juxtaposes capitalistic tendency and exploitation. Goldilocks, the golden weave thief, had over 3 bears. Oh, okay. I've never heard her called the golden weave thief. Keep them golden weave thieves out the forest. He did mention porridge in somewhere in here. Oh, right here. My chair position or conditions of my porridge. Okay, cool tie-in. Somebody down here said, Golden Weave Thieves could be a reference to the reaction to Iggy's rise in hip-hop culture, as many claim that she is stealing the culture. Lou would argue that he is being a missionary for a change of mindset. Well, we also heard he was a missionary for something else. Not everyone has to be conscious, and just because Lou is super Lupe lyrical, he can appreciate that contributions to hip-hop don't have to be defined by tradition. Said Iggy has a place in hip-hop, her place. Yeah, I mean, I think there's room for so many different people. I think if every rapper was like Lupe's great. We need Lupe in there, but I don't always want to hear Lupe. Sometimes I want something that's just like really fun to listen to and doesn't take much of my brain, which you could kind of turn your brain off and just listen to Lupe for Lupe as well. But yeah, I think everybody has a place. Absolutely crazy, man. I know you guys have talked so much about Lupe's lyricism. Okay, next up, we have somebody who does not want to be credited, but this is KETTAMA, an Interplanetary Criminal. The song is Yosemite from their 2024 album, Archangel. didn't bring my glow sticks. I'm gonna have to activate DJ mode. I'm gonna screw the drop up. Oh, that was fun, man. I used to listen to a lot of electronic music way back when I was a teenager because we were into like the glow sticking stuff. And I haven't listened to dance music in a long time. My favorite music for the longest time was always like instrumental. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for that one. We'll get in and see if there's anything interesting we can find out. Looks like here's the guys right here. No info, which I would... Oh, look, we got a little quote here. KETTAMA said, I think I can confidently say for myself and Zach that when we made this, that we had no idea the life of its own that it would take on in the months to come. Support has truly been surreal for this. For that, we are grateful, very stoked to have it out into the world today. Obviously produced by the two. Oh, they got a music video for it. No comments. Come on, let's get the comments up. I don't ever comment on here. I'm not even signed in on Genius. All right, very, very fun. All right, this one is a little bit different. Now, I did add a thing on the form when you fill out for mixtape submissions from now on that they need to be audio only. I try not to mess with video because it just, I don't know. I have the way that I kind of have my channel, any video stuff I keep over on Patreon, because I have had, the only strike I have on my channel is from some music video reaction that I did months and months ago, and then out of nowhere, I got a strike on it. So personally for me, I just don't want to take that chance. So normally I don't have video on here, but I am going to honor the ones that have already been submitted. This is a little bit different. It comes to us courtesy of Brock Jensen. It is Symba, Freestyle with the LA Lakers, Freestyle number 104 from Power 106 Los Angeles. And Brock said, I know this isn't usually the request you get, but I think you'd love it. You have to find the video on YouTube, but I included a link if you'd rather just use that instead of searching. So I do have the link here. We are going to check it out. Here we go, Symba Freestyle.
Yes, LA Leakers, just incredible. DJ Sour Milk and the East Bay done stepped into the
Bay
LA
Area, we
Leakers
here.
studios.
Right, they let a motherfucker from Antioch make it to the Leakers.
We here,
Y'all
man.
done fucked up now.
Symba's here
Let's
Well,
go.
to set a tone, baby.
Come on.
Check. All right, feel me on this, Jay. I
do
say, look, with so much to say, where should I start? They finally let the best kept secret come out the vault. I played my part and I never took shit to heart. So now that I got my time, y'all niggas gon' let me talk. I'm young, but I seen a lot. At 16, I watched the feds hit the spot and run in my mommy's restaurant. I watched my cuz sniff dope through a neti pot. That's why I care less about these rappers turned debutantes. I was independent at 14 when Webby dropped. Having rap battles with Twine and Fats in Antioch. With one eye on the prize like Fetty Wap. I went into a pool full of money and did a belly flop. Hey Jay, I was on the phone with Wallow and he was telling me to watch out for these hoes I knock.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to tell him that I ain't no nigga who just started getting pussy cause his song got hot. I had a car before I had a daydream.
Okay.
I had a crib before I knew how to cook when I was like 18.
Makes sense.
Most nights it was top ramen and baked beans, but I thug it out before asking moms for anything.
Yes.
Yeah, now I'm in the hills with no service, trying to dodge bitches who fucking without a purpose. I will never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I don't want to buy a Birkin. So send me back to the streets and I send you back to your mama house. Happy hour, dining, free drinks, and back to your mama couch. You just want a nigga with status to feel established, but it ain't enough room in this foreign for all your baggage. Certain addiction with niggas and tricking that make it hard for women to tell who isn't. See, you sort of Jordan Pippen, you scoring the system. I'm like Stockton and Malone. Once I pick him, I'm on roll. I'm gonna hit him and get gone. I know that's probably wrong, but I married this money and I can't break a happy home. We about to drop the tape, so it's time that I set the tone.
Let's get it.
Got me in my zone. Bay Area, we on, look.
Wait,
Symba, hold on.
wait. Okay, we
ain't
got
done.
where the fire extinguishers at
Hold on.
here, man?
I tell him, hold on, I say, hey, to all y'all in my DM about a feature, I'm only giving verses for the leakers.
Thank
I done
you.
worked too hard to give verses this hard for niggas who budget that can't cover my sneakers. Lord Jesus.
Lord
My
Jesus.
bars on some vet shit. Rookie of the year, I've been on my Lewis Belt shit. They tell me slow it down for a second. But I'm like a crackhead who don't listen, I just can't help it. Mama, look how he been in the genre, he's so big papa. Who else could make 8 different flows doing entendre? I can double them, I can triple them, I can chop them, I can speed the flow up, slow them down, and swap. Like I can pretty much do anything but stop.
Oh, man.
They hate to see you on top, but love when you on the block. And once you start getting money, they look at you like a op. My mama always said treat the janitor like a boss, cause everybody plays a role to keep you from taking a loss.
Wow.
Preferred, respect is what you earn, and trust is something you gain when loyalty is returned. I'm out in Turks plotting on property in the burbs, trying not to splurge and get the ghetto back from the nerds. With this $1 billion vision, that's word to my nigga Bird. Can't be behind gates from a selfish mistake. These niggas wait until it's too late to do straight and try to recycle the same people that they threw away. Never get paper to turn plastic. Bottle your actions and chasing your satisfaction through bitches' reactions. Give me another one.
Go crazy.
You want another beat?
Wait a minute, this the LA Leakers.
Hey, when they start talking that top 5 new West Coast artists, that Reason and Boogie, yeah, put me in there. They gotta put me in there.
Yo, shit. Talk your
They gotta
shit.
put me in there.
Let's keep going. Reason.
He's coming for the crown, man.
Yes, sir.
You know why they gotta
LA
put me in there,
Leakers,
Milk?
talk-
Let him know. Let
You know
him
why they
know.
gotta put me in there?
Talk to him.
Cause look, I got a crib in LA and a crib out in Vegas. Got rid of the Mozzie and bought a Mercedes. I signed a deal for like 7 figures, but the hustler in me still don't feel like I made it. Straight out the Bay where we rarely make it. Keep my niggas with me when I'm on vacation. I got the North and the East and the West with me. I be feeling like Fabby Davis. I'm trying to get my niggas out the streets, get them some money and get out the beef. I done lost so many niggas that I could've saved if I wasn't chasing a dream. This rollie on me hit for 23. I put VVS diamonds in every piece, just in case haters don't understand why I'm feeling myself like I lost my keys. She want me to fly out the keys, but
That
she
was
would rather
great.
give her back to the streets. She was so bad that I had to hit her, but she got too attached that she don't wanna leave. You fucking with them, you can't fuck with me. Them niggas ain't got nothing you need. Straight out the Bay, I be running with cash. I called Neff to get a P to the D. What's happening?
Yes.
Hey, what? I thought a fuck nigga said something. Oh, you niggas ain't really getting bread, huh? Or you niggas just talking that. Wait, hold up. Wait, I thought a boosie bitch said something. She ain't give me no play from the jump. Now she wanna fuck me cause my bread up. What's wrong with him, Jay? What's wrong with him, Jay?
Hold up. The water in the East Bay is different,
Come
bro.
on, man.
What's
Come on,
going
man.
on?
Come on, man.
Rappers,
Shout out to the Bay, man.
see what's
We here.
going on. Symba's here.
Yeah.
Put him in your motherfucking list, man.
Come on, man. The
We
list, from now on, the new top 5 list ain't accurate if Symba ain't in there. Now, I'm not talking about overall top 5. I'm talking about new niggas.
Yeah.
When
Talk
you
your
mention
shit.
The new niggas, I'm in that.
You in that
What's
mix.
up, Reason? What's up, Boogie?
Yeah. Talk your shit.
We here.
Talk
That's one
your
of those
shit.
ones you're gonna have to go back and dissect those bars, baby.
Come on, let's get it.
Yo, Symba, thank you for blessing us, man.
Thank you for blessing
Give me another one.
New album, December 4th.
Don't run from rap.
Come on, man. Hey, it's been a blessing, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to the leakers. We here, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout to Dallas, shout to the whole team,
Yeah.
baby. Dallas Martin.
I need to call, I'm gonna call one of my little joints in the Bay. I need an EDD hit for my nigga Milk. You feel me? I need one of my bitches in the Bay to let my nigga Milk run something for my nigga Milk,
Let's
man.
go.
This 2020 shit.
We
Got
gotta
my
turn
nigga
this
pissed
up.
off, man. Turn my nigga up, man. Run him up. Let's go. The leakers, we here.
Leakers, baby. Power 106, and we number 1 for hip hop, baby.
Sir.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Let's scroll down here to the comments for a second and take a look. That was fun. You know a freestyle's dope when you come back to it, keep replaying it like a normal song. So my mom always said treat a janitor like a boss because everybody plays a role to keep you from taking a loss. Yeah. I love how he had like these braggadocious lines in there, obviously, but then he had these ones that were actual, like really grounded and kind and wise. Honesty is preferred, respect is what you earn, and trust is something you gain when loyalty is returned. Who's here in 2026? Me. Boom. Guess we'll give it a like too. Psh. Maybe I'll subscribe. I'm really curious what's going on in radio these days. It's cool, I guess, that it's still... I haven't turned on the radio in I don't even know how long. Makes sense as goated ad lib. I heard this years ago, and to this day feel this was one of the most realist flows I ever heard. Wait, when did this come out? 5 years ago? Alright, it's not that bad. 2021? Very cool. I'm not familiar with Symba. Let's go take a look real quick. All right, Symba. Okay, so he had a debut album in 2020. What's he up to now? Guess he's had some singles and EPs come out. Huh, let's see. Is Symba working on a new album? I don't know. Y'all let me know what's going on with Symba. Did he fall off? I mean, I know it can be years between projects. That's not a problem. But normally when artists kind of make their debut, they're kind of hitting back to back for the first few years, especially. At least like a 2-year gap between projects. Okay, let's see. Where are we at here? All right, this is another anonymous request. This is from Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole, Johnny P's Caddy. Not familiar with Benny the Butcher, so this should be fun.
Talk forward, that shit mean a lot to me. You know, this shit don't feel as good as it look. I'ma keep it real with you. I'm straight though.
Cool jacket.
Niggas know I went so hard for this shit. I deserve this shit, nigga. Butcher coming, nigga. This ain't my story about rags to riches, more about how I mastered physics. In the game, I used to train like Rocky, catching chickens. I was nice, but they was right when they told me that rapper business. I had 10 bands in my stash when I passed over $500,000. Come easy, no good. Don't be surprised I'll last these niggas. It's like they put out a smash, then they gone in a flash and minute. And then they make tracks and disses like that's gonna add up the digits. They showing fake racks and pictures like that's gonna attract the bitches. That was really me, nigga. I ain't have to act and conflicted. Only difference is I'm living, and I would've whacked one of them niggas who knew that after drug dealing I still be casual, spending $1 plus annual income. So here's my manual, then some. And this east side shit still in me. My ability to turn words to imagery, probably the reason they gon' remember me. Figure we walk this tightrope with a feline's agility. The streets did so much shit to me I could never live civilly. I
like his delivery.
Checking my mirrors visually. Come with that energy, cause some shit gon' always stick with me. They wanna know what I brought to Griselda. I say validity. They asking what work that niggas put in. I'm like, what didn't we? Problems, then I correct through the obstacles I progress. Illogical for them to feel they responsible for our success. Besides Kanye West, tell me who else I gotta respect. Cause I'm kinda perplexed. It's about time that I got my respect. It's the Butcher, nigga. Let's go.
About time that I got my respect. It's the Butcher, nigga. Yeah. Cold fucking world. Griselda shit, know what I mean? Griselda. You know what it is, nigga. When I show up, I'm on 10, nigga, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerves thinking that you niggas hard as iron, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just left them a masseuse.
That's good.
How I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper neck in the noose, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heater blast to your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weakness last in my sneakers. Nigga want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably gon' go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. I'm higher than niggas that don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see the glass is empty, I see a glass full of ether. Collecting his bread and mass like he a Catholic preacher. Just to count a nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really, no MC equal. Feel me, co-pin be lethal. Crip like
oh gosh.
On God, the best rapper alive, headshot. Now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied, nigga. Yeah. Tenor talk.
Really enjoyed Benny the Butcher. J. Cole freaking killed that. Jeez, dude. Is Benny the Butcher on Dreamville? Sure, on Dreamville? Benny the Butcher is not an official member of Dreamville record roster. He remains anchored to his own imprint. Okay, that's where Griselda comes from. And Def Jam Recordings. However, he and Dreamville head honcho J. Cole share a close collaborative relationship. Their most famous connection is the hit single Johnny P's Caddy from Benny's Tana Talk. Okay, and that's where Tana comes in. I was curious about both of those names, Griselda and Tana. Oh man, Benny's live associated with Dreamville includes performances at the annual Dreamville Festival in Raleigh, North Carolina, where J. Cole brought him out as a special guest to perform fan favorites. Dude, I just saw J. Cole is going to be, because I live in Georgia, he's going to be in Atlanta July 18th. I won't be in town, but also I haven't heard all of his music yet. We've done 2014 Forest Hills Drives, Born Sinner Deluxe, and then we started at the beginning with all of his mixtapes, and we just did the Sideline Story and have For Your Eyes Only coming out soon. But obviously, if I was going to go see him in concert, I would want to have kind of worked all the way up to his current stuff. Okay, so on Johnny P's Caddy, Benny the Butcher and J. Cole link up to boast about their rise to the top in rap, released on the same day as J. Cole's birthday, January 28th. The track served as the lead single to Tana Talk 4 and marks the first collaboration between Benny and Cole. The track's instrumental was produced by The Alchemist, who took the drums from Dexter Wansel's Theme from the Planets, which is a track that Cole's familiar with. It was sampled on his 2009 Lights Please. Okay. And on December 2016's Everybody Dies. I'm notorious for not hearing the samples, but part of that is because of kind of how much we listen to here on the channel. The other is that on my first listen of something, like I'm trying to absorb so much. And I've only heard Lights Please once at this point. Lights please, turn out the lights. All right. I know it somewhat, you know. The title is inspired by the Cadillac that Benny's father owned when he was growing up. Might also be a tribute to the late R&B artist Johnny P, who was famously gave a chorus about riding in a Cadillac on Do or Die's 96 single, Po Pimp. Benny released an unofficial music video to go with the song's release, in which he and Cole look back through time, fitting with the overarching theme of the song. Benny the Butcher said to The Breakfast Club, "Man, I was in the studio. Al played the beat for me. I'm hungry. I'm just in there rapping, trying to create a vibe, trying to talk about things that have been on my mind. Tana Talk. It's a very personal series. So I wrote it, and I'm just listening to the song for like a week or two, and I'm like, who would sound dope on this? I'm like, yo, I need Cole on this. I go for the spitters. On Tana Talk 3, I had Royce. On Plugs I Met, I had Black Thought. On Burden of Proof, I had Lil Wayne. I'm always going for the top spitters. I'm a fan of them. But me and Cole were talking through other people. And then we were both on our tours, and we were in the same city at the same time. So I went to his show. We kicked it. His latest record was already out at this point, so I just went to go check his vibe. He was checking mine, and it was all love." Benny also said, "Any rapper will tell you when you're working with someone like Cole, it's like a match of wits. You got to go crazy because you know he is. Iron sharpens iron. You want it to be an environment where someone has the presence to push you." He also said it's a mutual respect. It's something he wanted to do. He don't need the money. That's why he even said for a second that he wasn't messing with features, because he don't do that. He'd do it for the people that he want to do it for. He could put a dollar amount on that guy is rich as hell. Hard earned too. What a pleasant surprise. Felt like I saw zero promotion for this sample in the background. Fire, Cole went in. That Einstein MC bar. Perfect trio. Probably going to hell if Jesus asked for a feature. Alchemist, Benny the Butcher, J. Cole. Spells classic. Awesome. All right. I really have no idea what to expect for this next one. This is, because I can't even see the genre. This comes to us from somebody else who wanted to be left uncredited. It is Billy Woods' Remorseless. And this is somebody that had also submitted the Lupe Fiasco Mural, but we already had it. And so when I reached out, they swapped it with this one. So let's get in and see what's going on with Billy Woods' Remorseless. This comes from the 2022 album Aethiopes. We gotta scroll the lyrics here.
Burnt offering in the desert, shining city up on a hill. I burned it like Nebuchadnezzar. This world hard to even take its measure. 3 rooms filled with ink and treasure. Still strangle the king, cause it's now or never. It's a freedom in admitting it's not gonna get better. Washing your hands of people you know forever. I'd be a liar if I feed surprise or go eats where it's tethered. Treat African proverbs like Vegas flyers. I float above the peasants. Too clever by halftime down 20. I'm not that good at math, but common sense I got plenty. It's fucking over. In person, these rappers' watches look tempting. The chain say envy, but PTSD keep me counting, never spending.
Wow.
My accountant is a head full of bad memories and sad endings. It's all payment pending. I'm not concerned with generational wealth, that's its own curse. Anything you want on this cursed earth, probably better off getting it yourself. See what it's worth.
Wow.
The photograph of young Tutankhamun. Spaghetti links tangled like ramen. Everything behind the mask rotten. I tell people I keep it so you're not forgotten, but that's cap. I thought pillars of salt, but she too smart for looking back. Mid-80s in the rear view of a gold Mercedes. Midday sun make the crocodiles lazy. Money phone pocket dial, run come save me. Sweet old ladies poisoning pigeons in the park. For a lark, make mine strychnine. Life is a zip line in the dark. Spare me the hallmark, Karl Marx. I was in the Dollar Tree break room playing cards for quarters. Stop loss posters on the walls, brick and mortar. I watched the planet from orbit, remorseless.
Pests and poisonous rodents, these risen servant to all shall be publicly stained. Which, taking care thereof, shall be known to 333 and decree.
Dude, really interesting. And I guess at the end it kind of sounds like it's them trying to shut him up, like kind of get him off the mic, get him off the stage, because there's an order going out to stifle speech. Man, what a unique track. Billy Woods. Let's take a quick look real quick at Billy Woods' discography. So we've got, this came from this album here in 2022. 2004 says a re-release. Then with the Chalice, History Will Absolve Me. I mean, yeah, quite an extensive discography here, all the way up through 2025. I mean, even the album art and everything just looks like a really interesting person. I could only imagine all the things hidden within those albums. Okay, let's see what we can find out, and then we'll take a look at a few of the lyrics. Okay, song samples the synth lead from this. Okay, not much information here. Sweet old ladies, somebody's quoting the verses. Sweet old ladies poisoning pigeons in the park. For a lark, make mine strychnine. Life is a zipline in the dark. Spare me the hallmark, Karl Marx. I was in the Dollar Tree break room playing cards with quarters. My accountant's a head full of bad memories and sad ending. It's all payment pending. Let's see. There were a few things. Obviously, you've got many Bible references in here with Nebuchadnezzar. The phrase city on a hill, modern political usage, connotates American exceptionalism. Also, I mean, burnt offerings in the desert could be toward the Exodus story. City upon the hill could just be the Matthew reference that the idea is to Christians, you are a city on a hill. Like, don't hide your light, you know, don't hide your love for God and your witness for Christ. But obviously it has a general meaning as well. It says, first used in the context in 1630 by Puritan preacher John Winthrop, later by U.S. presidents Ronald Reagan, latter whom interpolated the saying as a shining city on a hill. Nebuchadnezzar besieged and sacked Jerusalem in 587 BC. Would surround besieged that shining city on the hill. His native Washington, D.C. makes a burnt offering of the exceptional capital of the so-called exceptional nation, hints at his disdain for Reagan, as well as using the idea of American exceptionalism as a tool for attaining political power. And then he had the pillar of salt reference, which is from Genesis. When Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed, they were told not to look back. And is it Lot's wife, I think, looks back and turns into a pillar of salt. That line, I not that I fully agree, but I understand what he's saying. The idea of generational wealth is, I think he's saying, like, it can kind of create a trap, right? And 100% can. One of the best quotes I ever heard somebody say was that he fears affluent parents give their children everything except what made them great. So it's more like, I'm handing you everything, but the thing that made me great was the struggle, was the ingenuity, was the work ethic. But you can do both, I think. You can help provide for your children and set them up maybe in a way you weren't, but if you don't do that very carefully and make sure you're giving them equal, if not more, responsibility in having to make sure that they have the same like fight that you had, that's your first and foremost thing. So I think he's trying to say, like, instead of the generational wealth, I think that they should learn to fight for it the same way that he did. If they really want something, that they got to go get it. And then the photograph of young Tutankhamun, spaghetti links tangled like ramen, everything behind the mask rotten. It's a metaphor for the possession of his past lovers that Woods keeps in the hopes of her coming back. When she moves on without looking back and he's left with a keepsake, while still beautiful on the outside, carries a rotten feeling for him, reminding him of a broken relationship. I'm assuming this is probably like King Tut. Maybe that's what that is. I've never heard this full name, but maybe King Tut. So a mummy and then wrapped in these spaghetti links, these cloths, tangled like ramen, but everything behind the mask is rotten. So probably King Tut's tomb. And then obviously behind is just, yeah, so that's 100% what it is. Okay, I'd never heard King Tut's full name. Wow, that's a really great line, dude. All right, that's Billy Woods, everybody. Let me know if you've heard Billy Woods before. All right, we've got one from J. Cole. This is somebody that does not want to be credited, but they said, here's another one that's not on a project. He has a blog and a not a podcast listening experience. One day on the blog, he blessed the world with this. This is J. Cole Clouds, which I did find it on the streaming service as well. Let's check it out.
My niggas be smoking on something loud. Head to the clouds. I ain't been stepping out. Tired of sticking out in the crowd. This world is changing right in front of me. Gray hairs, I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. Straight up, 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 straight up. I'm high, so I feel like that. Flows teach egos to freeze and then recede. I'm C4 beneath your Jeep. The second you turn that keyhole, and heat blows. Your weak flows right out the water. The father, boy, I work smarter and harder. My style got a restraining order. Don't bother. I charter unseen territories in order to push it farther than you niggas had ever thought. I call
what a cool chill flow.
To martyrs. When I rock, dot turns to goddess. Fiends turn to kings. Dreams turn to things tangible. My hands are full with grants I pull from stanzas. No, I can't go slow. I'm Sandra Bull. Either proceed with speed or don't breathe. Snow Creed, a color that won't.
Movie speed.
The planet of shape when I'm performing. Tectonic plates from a place with text on their waist. So stay safe or get left with chest on your face. As death waits for your last of breath. I'ma pass the test. Yes, I'm a master chef. Wanna taste and pay for it. They claim they're real, but they seldom straight for it. The pain I feel on my frame gets transmuted to a dangerous flame. I spit fire at the devil while the angels sing. The flow changed, but remains the same. I'm plain Jane, not a chain on my neck, but shine like baguettes. Ashamed not a flex to rhyme like the rest. My mind's quite depressed if I don't write these. I'm Spike Lee at the audio. Back in my barrio. Parties got shot up, so I built up on my cardio. Dodge shells, collect coins like a Mario, but this is not a game and experience. I'm serious.
Oh, so good.
Straight up, 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 straight up.
I love a good chill track, man.
Yeah, my niggas be smoking on something loud. Head to the clouds. I ain't been stepping out. Tired of sticking out in the crowd. This world is changing right in front of me. Gray hairs, I'm aging quicker than I thought I'd be. I'm that bass in your trunk, the bullet that missed Trump, the gun that jammed, cause it seemed God had other plans. The son of man extending his hand, the son of Sam, and forgiveness for all of the homicides we witnessed. The over-dramatized, the traumatized with sickness, thrown in the pan and caramelized for richness, and served on a plate with sirloin steak to billionaires who don't care if the world's gonna break, long as they make money.
Never heard anybody rap about caramelizing onions.
The next man lost it, there's a bridge you can walk to hear God talk, but there are real slim odds a rich man crosses, cause greed is a poisonous seed indeed. As it spreads like weeds through the mind's apple trees, I proceed with caution, and I'm not flossing. Unlike some, I'm not defined by my fortune, I'm defined by rhymes. Though I'm in my prime, there was times that I was down cause I thought I lost it, but no, lo and behold, as my poetry grows, I give all glory to God as the story unfolds, and the gray hairs that grow on my head will show. Ain't no time limit to get it, you ain't never too old, so keep hold of your dream, no matter how it seems. If you don't water your lawn, well then it won't stay green. I seen babies turn fiends, addicted to the screen. The dad shares, cashiers replaced by machines. Don't buy, subscribe, so you could just stream your content like rent. You won't own a thing before long. All the songs the whole world sings will be generated by latest of AI regimes. As all of our favorite artists erased by a screen from the wayside. Hey, whatever happened to human beings?
I'm high, so I feel like that.
something loud.
What a great entry from one of the goats, J. Cole. Yeah, man, I love a smooth rap beat like that where he's saying so much and he's saying it in a really powerful way, but it's all pretty chill. Absolutely love that, man. And so many great bars in there. It really stuck out to me too, what he said about owning media, because you guys may have seen that, I guess beginning in 2027 or 2028, Sony doesn't plan to produce any more physical discs for the PlayStation, moving to an all digital. And I've always been a proponent of digital for quite some time. Even started like building my movie library through digital, purchasing movies. But I'm really rethinking that decision because like I've seen stories of people who purchased things on one platform, but as we know, different movie distributors and things like that sometimes switch platforms. And so even things you purchased on a platform can become unavailable to you at times. And the idea that you won't really own anything, like everything here that I can touch, I own it. Like any of the physical media I have, I can put this into a CD player. I can put something into the record player and it's mine. Obviously, if you download something to your system, like on your hard drive, you can own it in that way. But the reality is, man, when stuff just goes all digital, you really don't own anything. Which seems like a perfect plug. I didn't plan on it for vinyl.com. I am an affiliate with vinyl.com. And so anytime you use my code malnourished or use the link in the description, you get 10% off of your purchase at vinyl.com. So check it out. I've been getting a lot of physical media through vinyl.com as of now. Okay, let's see. Serving as a surprise release, Clouds is J. Cole's first release of 2025, following his December 2024 decennial anniversary edition of 2014 Forest Hills Drive, which obviously this was before The Fall Off came out. This song premiered on Cole's blog, the same website where he and Ibrahim Hamad, which is No ID, host their joint audio series Inevitable, which I've got to get into. The next day, Cole released the single on all music streaming platforms. In his blog post, Cole wrote a note alongside the track. Just wanted to share, made this a few days ago, then I added a second verse and was like, man, I got a blog now. I can put whatever I want up there. I didn't have a title 20 minutes ago when I decided to really put this up, but now I got one, Clouds. It's interesting, it says loud in it as well. Produced by DJ L, Omen, and small contributions from me. Clouds is stylized with the middle letters in all caps shouting the word loud. A play on the first line in the chorus, smoking on something loud, head to the clouds. Okay, talks about the design. The Ville is back. So beautiful. J. Cole's flow on this, just amazing. Yeah, really, really great, man. Okay, next up, this comes from somebody else who doesn't want to be credited. And this I'm kind of interested in. Obviously, we've been going through Kanye. It seems that it partly comes from Bully, but maybe it's something different because I didn't even see it on the deluxe version of Bully. But it's And They Came Back / this one here. When I looked at this, I saw that this one here, I believe it was, is on Bully. So this is some combination, not exactly sure. And it's hosted on a website. So we'll get in. And there's like, I think you like peel back the cover or something. I didn't do any of that because I wanted to do that on here with you guys. So hopefully it works just fine. Let's check it out. Okay, so it says click anywhere to open. Boom. All right, it's open. And here we go.
It's not supposed to be sad. I don't know why you're crying. It's not supposed to be perfect. I Second daughter, grandmama. First son is your father. Second son, your grandfather. First daughter's my mama. Second daughter's grandmama. First son's your father. Second son, your grandfather. And they came back. And they came back. They all come back. Somebody asked me, do we turn to birds when we die? I replied, do angels have wings? And they came back. And they came back. And they came back.
This is beautiful.
That new phone, this that hill that moved on, this that life that you want. Now you can't wait for it too long. No, I don't wanna hold out too long.
Dude, I love this.
Can't do wrong, and you know we all go, we too gone. Take it off 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This feel like this one here is rapper. I'm outside my body, you right. My tone, showtime. This one here is rapper. I'm outside my body, you right. Go in, go time. This that new us. Started from the ground and moved up. You ain't got love for yourself. You ain't never felt the true love. I can see where your heart is. Broken pieces before us. When the evening get darkest, I know dawn is upon us. We can't
I'm gon' go.
We can't wait for the rain to sound. You wish, no time. Take all the ego right out of the door. Come on, it's go time. Come on, I'm going to work, babe. I'm going to work. Take all the ego right out of the door. Come on, I'm going to work, babe. I'm going to work. This one here is rapper. Inside my body, you right. My tone, showtime. This one here is rapper. I'm outside my body, you right. Go in, go time. This one here is rapper. I'm outside my body, you right. My tone, showtime. This one here is rapper. I'm outside my body, you right. Time.
What is happening? Yo, that was amazing. Okay. I hope this is the right entry. So this is the one that I found that at least kind of says the same thing. They came back this one here. This says that it has Kanye West and James Blake, track 9 on War. So is this just a single from Kanye, but mixed with something he did on Bully? Says they came back, / this one here is a track from the collab out. See that? There's like a gnat in here. Between Kanye West, James Blake, called War. The track was first played at a club in October 2022, along with other tracks like Virgil's Funeral and Never Coming Back. Was intended to be on the album. Ultimately, the album was supposedly scrapped in the wake of Ye's numerous controversies surrounding his multiple anti-Semitic comments in late 2022. The track would be brought back and re-recorded in 2024 for his 14th studio album, Bully. Produced by Kanye, James Blake. Intro just got previewed. Best song I've ever heard. Finished War would have been top 2. Kanye, Only Under My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Changed My Mind. It's finally leaked. Whoever transcribed this is an idiot. Okay. So beautiful. It really is, man. Yeah, you guys help unwind the mystery. I'm curious if it sounds anything like that on Bully. So, very, very cool, man. Plenty of good things to look forward to from Kanye. All right, we're going to wrap this up with one last track. This comes to us courtesy of 860. It is Geordie Greep, Holy Holy. He says this is the single to Geordie Greep's album New Sound. Yes, he does have a band, but the name is his. Known from his works as Black Midi's lead vocalist, which is an amazing band. One day I do hope for you to react to the new sound, but I'm very satisfied knowing the single will at least come your way. I can only imagine how long your list is, haha. I hope this blows your socks off. Well, guess what? I don't have any socks. I do have pants on, even though it doesn't look like it. Hold on. Well, shorts. Ugh. Okay, got the shorts on. Look at flex for them. But no shoes, no socks. So guess what? It already did. Hope this blows your socks off. Thank you for your consistently amazing content. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's see what's going on. The art on this is really interesting. Reminds me of, didn't mean to punch the mic there. Kill Bill. Let's get in. Close this mixtape tape out together.
From the moment you walked in, from the way you had your makeup on, from the way you've done your hair, from the way you sat down next to me, from the way you ordered your drink, from the moment you put your hand on my knee, I knew I'd have you with ease. Do you come here often? Do you know how this thing works? Do you go to bed with a different man every night? Don't tell me I'm the first. You must have heard about me. Everyone knows my name. Everyone knows I'm holy. Holy, 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 holy. All the revolutionaries, all the jihadis too. Round the world.
Dude, the music in here is so interesting.
Do you know my name? Of course you know my name. Everyone does. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true that I'm known around here. The barmaids know my name. I've had them all before. You are new. I'll have you too. It's time to give in. From the shores of Havana to Moscow and Tokyo, in French Guyanese, in Cantonese, everyone knows my name. All the revolutionaries, all the jihadis too. Everyone knows I'm holy. How about we dance some salsa? I'll spin you round and round. On the dance floor, I'm holy. How about we take this further? I'll meet you in the bathroom. I'll bet you push
We got like jazz, salsa. You can tell these are like professional musicians. Dude, it's so fast.
I'll arrive at around 7 p.m. and I want you to get there no later than 10. I want you to be dressed like a sophisticated tart with too much makeup on. Will that be alright? And I want you to sit down next to me as if by chance. I want it to seem like we've never met before. How much will that cost? I want you to look unsure of yourself. And I want you to look at me as if I'm attractive. I want your eyes to say, take me. And I want your lips to be unimpressed. And I want you to ask the waiter if I really am who I say I am. And I want you to blush. I want you to shoot a smug look at the other girls to make them jealous I chose you. When I tell you your pussy is holy, I want you to slap me and then kiss me. Make sure everybody's watching. Kiss me and then walk away. Walk to the bathroom. I'll follow after. Don't worry, we won't do anything. We'll just loiter there 15 minutes or so. Then I'll choose your new lipstick and we walk that out. And I want you to tell me I'm a perfect dancer. And I want you to tell me I smell great. I want you to make me look taller. Could you kneel down the whole time? How much will that cost? I want you to put your hand on my knee. Will that be alright? And I want you to look at me as if you're lost. How much will that cost? Thank you so much. We'll meet the same time next week and the next week after that too. And the next week after that and the next month and the next.
Whoa. That was manic. And I'm trying to figure out who he is. He's either, well, I don't think he's God. Is he the devil? Is he lust? Is he... I don't know. That was wild. I have never heard anything like that before. I could only imagine what the entire album holds. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Holy Holy, first single from Geordie Greep's debut album, The New Sound. Here, Greep presents an insecure man with delusions of grandeur. Okay, gotcha. That's the like they knew who I am types talk, who portrays himself as a womanizer but desperately tries to pay a woman to make him look good. Okay, so it's as obvious as it seems. There's not much deeper going on there. In an interview with Larry Fitzmaurice, Geordie Greep said this about the lead single. Thing is, I just thought that lots of people were talking about this stuff, and it seems like we're in a weird point of history where, with Twitter, people are being driven to such extremes of what you're used to seeing, and the extent to which people can really be whacked out. It's a cartoon world, man. It's really all over the top. People are saying, oh, well, obviously toxic masculinity is bad stuff. And it's like, yeah, obviously toxic masculinity is bad stuff. We know it's bad stuff. Why is this happening? What's going on? What the heck is this? This is insane. Thought it was more effective to just portray it and really get to the roots of it and try and see how is this funny. But at the same time, you can be sympathetic with these characters. You can feel sorry for them and at the same time repulsed by them. I just thought it was good to just lay it out. Man, that's put together so well. Produced by Seth Evans. The way that they describe this, feel sorry for them and at the same time repulsed by them. Because if you think about this character that's got all of these demands, you know, and is trying to look important in front of other people, and the extremes in which, and obviously you can take it past just this man, he's giving a bigger commentary on culture and the crazy things that we do and the way that, you know, people dramatize things on social media. I mean, you can just look at all the like looks maxing stuff that's going on. It is insane. And you can look at it and feel sorry for these people that can be so empty and so vain. And it's also kind of repulsive. Wow. That was wild. Okay, I'll let you guys read this one for yourselves. Oh gosh, is this all it's going to be? I'm a Greep. I'm a Greerdo. Geordie Freak went hard on this one. Hilarious in a good way. Hopefully the last verse has a double meaning. We'll get a new song every week. It's so many of these comments. I do it all for like $20. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, some closing thoughts looking back at our roster here. Man, thank you everybody that submitted. We've already got enough submissions for our next mixtape as well, so that'll be fun. You guys keep submitting stuff and we'll keep making them. It was really cool to hear Chance the Rapper. I haven't heard him before. A lot of these Suicide Boys I hadn't heard. Love a rap duo. Obviously Lupe Fiasco, absolute mad lad. KETTAMA and Interplanetary Criminal. We had a nice electronic dance deal going on there. The Symba Freestyle. You guys let me know what's going on with Symba. Did he fall off? Benny the Butcher, really loved him and his kind of mature approach, it seems, to the music. J. Cole's feature on it was crazy. Billy Woods seems like a really... seems to talk about some really meaningful things and has a very cool sense of... I don't know, sense of style with the music. It was just a very different offering. Obviously, J. Cole still killing the game with Clouds. Kanye West, man, just keeps getting me excited to hear different things from him. He keeps evolving. He keeps putting stuff out. We're getting ready in August to keep pressing forward with his discography. So I'm going to work to get Cruel Summer out, but we also have Life of Pablo, and then we'll keep moving forward with that. And last but not least, Geordie Greep. This Geordie Greep, let's take a look real quick. So, yeah, brand new, man. I mean, obviously this came out in 2024, but he's got one album under his feet at this moment. So I'm sure there's a lot of really interesting things going on throughout this album. So, thank you again so much for the submissions. Let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comments. Did you discover anything new? Did you rediscover something? I always like having conversation with you guys. And if you're interested in more content, obviously my Patreon has hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, and we're building a great community over there. and you can make submissions for further mixtapes over at musicallymalnourished.com. And there's also an option there if you want to sponsor a full album reaction. There's just something you really want me to hear. There is an option over there for that as well. But thanks for hanging out with me for this one. More good stuff to come. So I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.